Here's an article on a website called News, and it's an article by Environment and Science reporter Jake Sturmer, and it is entitled Australian Scientists Helping to Unlock Mysteries of the Universe at CERN, C-E-R-N. Well, it goes on to say, physicist Amelia Brennan knows more than most about the stuff that holds the universe together. Does she? It goes on to say, she recently returned to Melbourne after a stint at CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research in Geneva, where the subatomic Higgs, or God particle, was discovered in 2013. I'm going to have to look that up, Higgs boson, or God particle. Good grief, what are they conjuring up? This is interesting. Despite the discovery hailed as a major scientific breakthrough, Miss Brennan said that she and her CERN colleagues could still only account for 25% of the matter in the universe. They go on to say, we don't know about what makes up the majority of the matter in the universe. But she says we should want to know. Why should we be satisfied with what we know so far? These people just want to know. Okay. Let's go on down. It says CERN is home to one of the largest and most expensive science experiments on the planet. The Large Hadron Collider, a 27-kilometer circular tunnel 800 meters below the ground that reportedly costs more than $15 billion to build. And I understand all nations contribute to this CERN thing. A lot of nations are contributing money to see how many, atoms they can smash and how many, things they can pull up from the abyss. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to research this. But you know what? Let's just go on down for a second. Talks about without Higgs boson, or the God particle, our universe wouldn't be as it is. It would be a completely different universe. Interesting. And right now, it says the Large Hadron Collider is currently being upgraded to double its power. Wow, more ability to conjure up whatever, because it's got twice the power. It says, but the hunger for knowledge means physicists such as Dr. Jacobson will not be putting up their feet. They want to, we are all driven by curiosity, and we're curious about things, and this is just the extreme interest in curiosity. Well, I'm going to tell you something, just my own 2 cents worth. Has anybody ever seen an 80s flick called Hellbound, or Hellbound Hellraiser? There's a reason why you don't go unlock Pandora's box. Because you might not like what comes through the other freaking side of it. I mean, I'm just saying. Has anybody ever seen the show The Mist? In that show, they were supposedly doing experiments. The military, of course, was doing experiments, and they let some things through from the other dimension. And maybe great things could come of this, but it seems like everything I've seen, opening portals to hell is sort of a bad idea. I'm not a nuclear physicist, and I'm not nearly as smart as obviously these people at CERN, but you know what? I don't think it's really something that people need to be messing around with. I think that I don't know. It's just me. I think that there's so much crazy stuff going on in this world, and technology is getting to the point where it's either going to be used for good or used for absolute horror. And I don't really know what is going to come of this. I really don't. It's just kind of like I said, something I find interesting. I'm trying to find other articles here on it, but there's articles. You can check them out yourself. But you know, it's kind of like the Manhattan Project. And why haven't we heard about this? Well, that page is not pulling up very fast. Oh well. You know, why are we not here? Why have we not heard about this? I mean, this is kind of the first really I've ever heard about this. I know, I mean, maybe it's just not been out there or whatever, but I've just never really heard that much about this. And it's kind of like the Manhattan Project. I mean, people didn't hear about that either, did they? Until they used those nuclear bombs in Japan on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And we all know what happened there. So what are they doing here? Is it going to be? Are we going to have a better outcome than the Manhattan Project, where we discovered nuclear, nuclear, we had, discovered this nuclear technology and how to bomb people's brains out, and that's what we used it for? Is this going to be any better? I don't think so. And I'm sorry, but there's just some places that science shouldn't go. And it's very possible that this, God particle, which I don't know. I'm trying to really kind of think this through and figure out what on earth it is that they're up to. But, I mean, we'll know. I think this is coming out. And they're going to fire this thing up this year. I mean, it's the 2013 went by and they found the God particle, and now they shut it down, and they're going to fire this thing back up in 2015, and it's going to be twice as strong. I hear it's got like 100,000 times the magnetic pull of planet Earth, and I really don't know how they do that. Or, I mean, they must be smashing atoms like nobody's business, I guess. I mean, I'm not a nuclear physicist, but I'll tell you what, I can read history, and I can read at what, this thirst for all of this energy, nuclear energy, and now we're going up to crazy stuff. It says during its first runs, protons were fired up to 4 trillion electron volts for whatever that is, making them crash head on, then released bursts of energy up to 8 trillion electron volts. I don't know. Man, this is crazy stuff. I mean, and, well, I hope it ends up like Star Trek, where we're, cruising through the galaxies and, come across the occasional, whatever they were, the Klingons. But, I don't know. I mean, we could go hellbound Hellraiser with this. Is that, I hope everybody's going to have fun with that. You better have your, faith in check and what you believe in. Because, Pinhead wasn't exactly a nice guy in that show. And, I don't know. I don't know which way it could go. I don't know enough about this, but I know that anytime science starts really messing around with stuff, such as, trying to figure out, what dark matter is and finding God particles and really messing around with some crazy, crazy stuff, well, you think it through yourself. Go watch Hellbound Hellraiser and see if you think it's a good idea. Alright, that's all I'm going to say. Take care.